Good morning everybody. So we are back with another video, and today we are going to discuss Hydros, the god of the primordial waters. So in the Orphic theogonies, Hydros was water, and Thetis creation and mud were the first entities to emerge at the dawn of creation. Mud in turn solidified into Gaia, who together with Hydros produced Kronos and Anarchy. This latter pair would then crush the cosmic egg with their serpentine coils to thatch fanes and divide the cosmos to its parts of heaven, air, earth, and sea. In the Orphic rhapsodies, which evolved from the older theogonies, they discarded the figures of Kronos and Anarchy and instead have Thanes born directly of Hydros and Gaia. The figure of Hydros was derived by the Orphics from Oceanus, the earth encircling freshwater river, which Homer describes as the source of the gods. His consort Thetis was likewise the primordial counterpart of Oceanus. In the Iliad, it uses the word. It actually describes Hydros as Oceanus and Thetis as the primordial gods of creation, the ends of the generous earth on a visit to Oceanus, whence the gods have risen, and Thetis our mother. And then here are some other myths where Hydros doesn't make an appearance. So in the Orphic theogonies, it says, originally there was Hydros, he and mud from which Gaia solidified. These two are the first principles, water and earth, the one before the two. However, he leaves unexpressed, his very silence being an intimation of its ineffable nature. The third principle after the two, Gaia and Hydros, is that of Drakon, the dragon serpent, with extra heads growing upon it of a bull and lion, and a god's countenance in the middle. It had wings upon its shoulders, and its name was Kronos. United with it was Anarchy, being of the same nature. So it goes on then to describe a lot of what we've already covered in other videos in relation to how the other gods came to be as well. In this one it says, the gods as they say did not exist from the beginning, but each of them was born just as we are born, and this is agreed by them all. Homer saying, Oceanus, the genesis of the gods, and mother Thetis, and Orpheus, who was the original inventor of the gods' names and recounted their births, and said that they have all done and who enjoy some credit among them as a true theogonon, and is generally followed by Homer, above all, about the gods, also making their first genesis from water, who is the genesis of all. For Hydros was, according to him, the origin of everything, and from Hydros the mud formed, and from the pair of them a living creature was generated with an extra head growing upon it of a lion and another of a bull, and in the middle of them a god's countenance. Its name was Heracles and Kronos. This Heracles generated a huge egg, which forms the earth, sea, and sky. In this mythology, it is said that how in the beginning Uranus the sky and Gaia the earth, daughter of Oceanus, Hydros the waters, governed the world from snow-clad Olympus, how they were forcibly supplanted by Kronos and by Rhea of their fall into the waters of Oceanus. So that pretty much describes, so obviously you had the primordials come first, and then for the primordials of the Titans. So this is describing then how how that age of the primordials passed and the Titans came to supplant the primordials. And in this one it says Oceanus and Thetis as the primordial gods of creation, counterparts of the Orphic Hydros and Thetis. Agamate and bedmate of Oceanus, ancient as the world, nurse of commingled waters, south-born, loving mother of children. So there was not a lot about Hydros, but from what I could find, and as I've read to you, he seems to be very important in that very much the formation of the earth in itself, forming the mud, which then became obviously the goddess Gaia, or the earth as well. So this one really, for me, going through these mythologies, really showcases how the ancient Greeks thought of how the world and the universe were created. So same thing, couldn't find a lot in relation to specific cults that followed this particular god, or any like practices that were done, but it seems that he was a very important figure in the fact of how everything was created. So that's just a short one today. We'll be back next week with another video. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Until then, we'll speak soon. Bye.